It's April 21st, 2020, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell. I don't always present the news, but when I do, I prefer to do it without pants. Stay thirsty, my friends. Despite the still rising number of COVID-19 cases in the state, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp has announced that he will ease restrictions that closed businesses. Among businesses that will be allowed to reopen are salons, gyms, and bowling alleys. This announcement has raised questions as to how beholden Governor Kemp is to the powerful bowling lobby. Former First Lady Michelle Obama will spend the next... You know what? I want to go back to this bowling thing for a second. Now, I can understand reopening places where social distancing can be maintained, but bowling alleys? I'm still disinfecting my groceries, but you're telling me it's okay to stick my fingers in bowling ball holes that hundreds of other people's fingers have been in? Come on. Maybe there really is a powerful bowling lobby. Oh God, I hope they're not listening. Former First Lady Michelle Obama will spend the next few Mondays reading to kids online. She'll be reading children's books in a series with PBS. Current First Lady Melania Trump is also planning an online read-along from a book she's hoping to use one of these days. There is growing support for New York Governor Andrew Cuomo to be the Democratic presidential nominee over former Vice President Joe Biden. Why is that? Cuomo has gained national attention for his leadership in a state ravaged by COVID-19. Not to mention, Governor Cuomo is way less creepy. When asked about the possibility of Cuomo entering the race, Biden said,
"We invest billions of dollars to do it so we can transfer across the country to every area of the country."
Facebook plans to send you a warning if you like or share something that turns out to be a coronavirus hoax. The social media company is clamping down on the spread of misinformation. Don't worry, you can still share racist memes and film yourself eating Tide Pods. That's totally fine. You know, whatever Mark Zuckerberg's into when he wakes up on any given day. Speaking of technology, on Saturday, the IT services company Cognizant was the victim of a maze ransomware attack, prompting users of social media to ask, who is Cognizant? What is maze? Why do I care about any of this nonsense? Well, here with a proposed solution to the security breach is NewsBrake correspondent and self-proclaimed computer expert, Allie O'Neill.
Okay, so it's like a maze or whatever, right? So all you have to do when you go in is you just keep to the right wall. And as long as you follow the right wall all the way around, you're going to be able to get out to the right wall. And like no matter what you're doing, you just keep to the right. You just follow that right wall all the way around. No matter where it goes, you follow the right wall all the way around. You just... that right wall. You just keep your hand on the right wall, and as long as you stay right, you can't go wrong. That's why you follow the right wall all the way, and then you can get out of it. It's real simple. I'm going to computer school on the internet.
Allie was accepted to an online IT certificate course sponsored by Google this week. Our thoughts and prayers are with her instructors. We're all spending a lot of time on video conferencing these days, but you can now spice it up by having a donkey crash the meeting. Yes, a donkey! A farm in North Carolina is renting out one of its donkeys to show up on your next video conference. At least your boss won't be the biggest ass on the call. The agricultural cooperative Land O'Lakes has removed the image of a Native American woman from their butter packaging. The woman, known as the Butter Maiden, has appeared on their butter wrappers since 1928. Native American Nation representatives commended the company for removing the image. North Dakota Representative Ruth Buffalo stated the image went hand in hand with human and sex trafficking. I'm not sure what she's looking at here. Unavailable for comment about the logo change were Chief Wahoo, the Washington Redskin, Aunt Jemima, Mrs. Butterworth, Mr. Clean, Colonel Sanders, Captain Morgan, the St. Pauli Girl, the Gerber Baby, and the Underwood Red Devil. The World Health Organization has a sobering conclusion about the coronavirus. It is literally sobering. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard explains why the WHO wants you to put down that drink.
World Health Organization scientists say drinking alcohol is not going to cure or prevent or treat the coronavirus. But here's one thing they're not telling you. Drinking alcohol will reduce your awareness of the coronavirus. Oh, yeah, baby. Woo! For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard.
We're back, apparently. Thank you, Tim Millard, for that excellent advice. Oil prices plunged below zero this week as the market continues to be roiled by an epic collapse in demand caused by the coronavirus pandemic. A barrel of benchmark U.S. oil for May delivery fell to negative $37 per barrel as traders sought to avoid owning crude oil because there's nowhere to store it all. This means that in order to claim your stimulus check, you'll also have to take home 4 barrels of oil. I already know what I'm going to do with mine. Don't judge me. Despite oil prices cratering, the industry hardest hit by the global pandemic is the drug cartels. The lockdown has dried up supplies for the drugs as well as any street demand, since people around the world are sheltering in place. And so many drug cartels are pivoting and making hand sanitizer. Look for Methi's powerful hand gel to hit store shelves next week. Just make sure you're not busy for several hours after each use. As a global news organization, Sketchworks NewsBrake tends to focus on national and international events. But now, thanks to location technology, we can update you on what's happening right in your own neighborhood. Here with your local news update is John Babcock.
Mrs. Cartwright keeps going out to her garage. I know what she's doing out there, like 5 times in the past hour. She has one of those detached garages, separate from the house, so she's got to leave the house to go to the garage. She's never carrying anything back or to. I don't know what's going on. And her husband isn't home, so, And the Millards over there, they never got the memo that trash pickup was going to be a day early because of the holiday. So they wheeled out their trash can on the normal day and just left it out there. It's all sitting out there now, and why would you bother take it in, right? That's the Millers. Oh, Mr. Cartwright is coming home. He's pulled up in front of the house, and he's getting out. He's going to the front door. Okay, Mrs. Cartwright has just noticed from the garage, and she is sprinting into the house. I don't know what's going on there. He went in the front door, didn't see her. Wow, something's happening there. More on this story as it develops, Brian. Back to you.
Thank you, Babs, for that. The famous fashion house Louis Vuitton, known for its exclusive handbags, has announced they're entering the sporting goods market. On its website, the luxury brand is advertising 6-pound dumbbells for $2,700 and a jump rope for $670. Regarding the dumbbells, the Louis Vuitton website says, "These dumbbells have a striking aesthetic and sporty appeal. They are an ideal gift for those who wish to exercise in style or elevate their home gym with exclusive Louis Vuitton details. It is also the perfect accessory to make the home quarantine workout videos you post to social media just that much more obnoxious." It's my Louis Vuitton impression. Due to her concerns about the coronavirus, Sharon Stone revealed on Naomi Campbell's YouTube show No Filter with Naomi, which is apparently a thing, that she had a nurse at her 62nd birthday party on March 8th checking the temperature of each of her guests anally. 2 Kansas churches have sued their governor over what they believe to be a violation of their religious freedom, a limit on no more than 10 people being able to gather for in-person services due to the pandemic. A federal judge lifted the restriction for the 2 churches that sued, saying, if they really want to meet their maker faster, it's fine by me. A zoo in northern Germany, facing financial hardships as a result of the country's lockdown, has said in order to make sure the animals have enough to eat, they may have to start feeding the animals to each other. It's the sort of decision you'd expect from a German zoo, isn't it? Sorry, perverts. Joe Buck has shot down $1 million offer to narrate sex tapes, but he says he's flattered. Here's some backstory. Buck and several other high-profile sportscasters have been keeping their skills sharp by calling random non-sports videos for people stuck at home during the pandemic. If you still need your sex tape narrated, I'll do it for, I don't know, you got $100? 50? Look, can I just watch your sex tape? I'm single and I've watched literally every video on Pornhub during this lockdown, so if you could just help me out a little bit here. Video streaming service Magellan TV is offering $1,000 to the person who will binge watch their true crime shows for 24 hours. The conditions are the individual selected must watch the shows for 24 hours in a row. They must also document their all-day crime watch on social media. Not to be outdone, Sketchworks Comedy is looking for a person to binge watch videos on our YouTube channel for 2 hours in a row while documenting your viewing on all your social media. In exchange for this, shiny Sketchworks Comedy car magnet. If you're interested, comment below. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell, and I'm going to go narrate your mom's sex tape. Again.